Oh, it says we're live. It says we've been live for 20 seconds here. Oh, it says we're live. It says we've been live. All right, sorry about that. I'm gonna shut that off. All right, had a little bit of trouble getting on here, so just 1 second. I turned my monitor back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I forgot to mute my sound on the TV. And I got some feedback there. All right. Anyway, welcome. We're live tonight. Oh, you guys won't even believe what we just did last night. I totally screwed up last night, you guys. And I don't think nobody noticed. Oh my goodness. So you guys, welcome and shalom. It is I think it was Wednesday, March 8th, Wednesday, March 8th, 2023 is 10 p.m. Just switched over to 10 p.m. Yeah, I'm coming on late. I had I realized something, you guys, about 45 minutes ago. About 45 minutes ago, I realized that we read the first 3 chapters of Ezekiel last night and not Isaiah. Remember I came on last night? I said I have a pounding headache. My knee was hurting so bad it gave me like a bad headache. And so I was, anyway, I really couldn't even think. Hey Grace, how you doing tonight? Yeah, so last night, you guys, my head was just pounding and I was in a lot of pain. And guess what? Instead of the first 2 chapters of Isaiah, we read the first 3 chapters of Ezekiel. So my bad. I just took last night's video down. And anyway, we're going to start over, you guys. We did the introduction to Isaiah. We did everything Isaiah. We did the contradictions to Isaiah. And then I read Ezekiel 1, 2, and 3. I couldn't even... Oh, on purpose? No. No. When I pulled it up, my head was just pounding, and I don't know why I pulled up Ezekiel. No, I didn't read it on purpose. No. But at one point, remember, I paused last night. I paused and said, did I pull up the wrong name? Remember that? I said, did I pull up the wrong name? And then my brain just said, nah, you didn't pull up. Nah, keep going, Kathy. Just start reading. Anyway, I did think for a minute there. Anyway, just so sorry about that. Anyway, so we're going to start over tonight. Yeah, you remember that? I had like a little epiphany in my head. And anyway, I still don't feel the greatest, but at least my head's not pounding. So anyway, so I'm going to get back and say hi to everybody. So good evening to Bert. Hope you and your mom are doing well. Hope your mom got off nice and all smooth. on her flight today. I gotta pull up the chat, you guys. I can't see you. Oh wait, do I? Oh wait, I can do that. I'll pull it up there. Anyway, I hope your mom got off on her flight all without a hitch and all that kind of stuff. Airport stuff can be annoying. So good evening to Donnie and Dee. Dee says, "There you are." You were looking for me? I know. I was looking for you guys. Thank you, Bird, for welcoming me. Yeah, man, I just didn't feel so good last night, man, and I didn't think. Yeah, whatever. I tried to tough it out. You know what I mean? I almost took an Advil or a couple Advils because I don't take Advils for nothing. I don't take nothing for nothing. I almost took a couple Advils and I thought, no, I'll just tough it out. And it did kind of go away. But anyway, I must not have been thinking at all because I couldn't even pull up the right chapter. Anyway, you know, it was weird because in the back of my mind, something was wrong. And I didn't care that my head hurt. Well, hey, Molly. Hey, you have amazing news. You do? Tell us what the news is. I'm glad you have amazing news. Everyone's saying hi to everybody. Hi, hi, hi. You thought you read it on purpose? No, I didn't. But red flags were like going off in my head. No, I just deleted last night's live stream. I deleted it. Because somebody's going to be very confused. Introduction to Isaiah. Contradictions Isaiah. And then I read Ezekiel. Anyway, nah. D says, "What's the news, Molly?" You remember that? Yeah. I had little epiphanies and I was stomping them out. Saying, "Shut up, epiphanies." That's why I thought you read Ezekiel on purpose. No. Migraines are such, but yeah, I'm not used to headaches, you guys. I never rarely have headaches. Maybe one a year, if that. And I think the headache was caused because my knee hurt so bad yesterday. I was in such pain, you guys, such burning pain. And like I was on fire, man. And I think it just hurt so bad it gave me a headache. Anyway, I was in a lot of pain yesterday. Ugh. But I don't like taking that Advil, or that's really all I got is Advil. But anyway, I put off taking it. But yeah, headaches, man. Like the other pain's bad enough, but a headache makes you not be able to think right, man. At least when my knee hurts, I can still think straight. But when my head hurts, man, I can't think very good. It's so like distracting. It has been raining lightly for a while. Glad to see it. That's good. I'm sure the people with gardens are happy. Nice, D. My baby niece and my brother's girlfriend finally got discharged from the hospital today. They're both doing well and are happy, just tired. They're at home at your house. Well, congratulations, Molly, on the baby. You have a little snuggle toy there. Donnie says, "Mom, sister, and niece landed safely in Panama City. Thank you for asking, and thank you for the fellowship and prayers last night." Yeah. Well, that's good. Everybody's safe and sound in Panama City. Huh. I wonder if the weather's the same there. Because you guys have a pretty nice weather right now. I know in California, in Palm Springs, California, it has been cold. And you guys, they just got a bunch of snow in California, too. Somewhere. They had 4 feet. I can't remember where it was. Made the mistake of lifting a heavy box. Too much for me at this time. I resorted to Tana. Yeah, I almost took Advil last night. Almost took some. But I keep thinking, well, I'll just wait a few minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Great. Yeah, you know what? I've been trapped inside snowbound all winter, and I'm not really. I don't feel like I'm in good shape, like I'm always in good shape. And so when I tore out my bathroom last week, I just feel like I hurt all over. I can't wait for it to get nice out so I can get outside and get exercise and get my muscles back and all that. But yeah, yep. Good, Donnie. How's Hannah doing? My baby niece, she is just perfect. Got to hold and have a cuddle. She is so tiny, yet very long. I got a few photos of me holding her. Do ya? She's long, huh? What are they, like 20 inches or something? I can't remember. My kids were pretty big. My house, yeah. Good. She hides it well, but okay. Thank you. That's a lot of snow for California. Yeah. I don't know if it was Donner's Pass. I can't remember where it was. They can get like 10 feet of snow. They're like, yeah, it's just crazy. I've showed pictures of it on here before with those trains with the giant snowblowers on them, and um, they like get down 20 feet, and there's cars underneath there, snowed in, and yeah, people die there. It snowed today as well. Was quite happy it didn't stick though. Huh. A lot of people are getting some bad weather right now. A lot of people are getting bad weather. We actually had some more snow today. Hey, Grace, I don't know how much you guys got. Um, we got less than what was expected, so we got a few inches. It just stopped. Well, it's just stopping a little bit ago, but it snowed for about 6 hours today. Big giant flakes, big giant ones that kind of add up fast. But yeah, we got snow today. We're gonna get snow every day for several days. So March can be very snowy. It's not out of the realm. D says be right back. Okay, yeah. So anyway, uh yeah, so I pulled up last night's live stream and I'm thinking, why is there Ezekiel's wheel on Isaiah? Anyway, so I just put that on took it down and we're gonna start over. So tonight is Isaiah 1 and 2. We're gonna try this again, but this time we're gonna actually read Isaiah instead of a different book. We weren't expecting snow until tomorrow. Oh, you weren't? Did you get a lot? Did you guys get enough to plow? Because I saw in the news. I saw in the news that St. Paul and Minneapolis were preparing for bucketfuls again. So, and I think you guys are going to get more than this. But yeah, we got, I don't know, a few inches. Yeah, heavy stuff too. Thick, wet, heavy stuff. And that's why I think my bones hurt. This when it, Grace probably knows what I'm talking about. You guys, this time of year, when it's snowing, but it's wet. It's above freezing. It's melting and snowing at the same time. There's a lot of moisture in the air. The water is so thick in the air. Sometimes you can see it, and it's got a weird smell to it. You can smell the snow melting. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, it will be a lot by the time. So yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not getting any snow right now. I don't know about you guys, but we got done now for till tomorrow. But who knows? All I know is I just we had already had the snowplow go by. But anyway, can't wait till spring. which is next week, you guys. Oh, and then Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 more nights. We turn the clocks forward, and it won't be light. Anyway, looking forward to it. So, anyway, glad everybody's doing well. And tonight we will officially start Isaiah for real this time. And anyway, Ezekiel's cool too, and we're going to be doing Ezekiel, Lord willing, this year. We're going to do all the prophets, but Ezekiel's got to wait his turn. He tried jumping in last night. Well, he did. So anyway, we'll get back to Ezekiel later, but right now we're on Isaiah. So that's the plan. We'll put Ezekiel on the back burner here for a little bit. So yeah. So anyway, I hope everybody's got their provisions down there and everywhere. We're getting another dumping of snow, so they're talking, I don't know, a foot or not so here as of yet. All the prophets, the false prophets too. No, I do the false prophets on my other channel. The real prophets are on this channel. False prophets, other channel. What you're gonna have to want to go ahead and do is go down the hallway and take a right, and yeah, that's my false prophet channel. But the true prophets we'll be going through at least the major prophets. Will we do minor prophets? Maybe. They just have smaller parts, I mean, they'd be quicker, but anyway, we'll do the big long ones first, at least the major prophets. So, well, welcome back, Dee. Welcome back. It is kind of weird how like the people who think it's the rapture's going to be any second and we're in the tribulation and the horses are riding and if you look for the end times, you're going to see the end times. You know what I mean? If you look for evil, you're going to see evil. If you look for doomsday coming, you're going to see doomsday coming. You know what I mean? And it's so funny because I was listening to those words of wisdom, and one of the stories was about, word for word, he said, if you go out in the world looking for evil, you're going to find evil and you're going to see evil. And if you go out in the world looking for beauty and good things, you're going to see beauty and good things. You really, it's in the eye of the beholder, whether it's beautiful or not. Welcome back. I feel bad for how much that prophet is getting trolled. That troll doesn't ease up one bit. It's feeding into his false teachings too. Yeah. I'm starting to think that maybe it's Cynthia or somebody because, yeah, because you notice how the troll helps out Mark? Do you notice how the troll helps Mark? Like, he said, you guys, yeah, he was saying something like, I think he's working together with the troll. Because he said, you guys, these people tried to hire me. They tried to make me rich. And they were from, the Illuminati or whatever. And then the troll comes in and says, we're the Illuminati. We want to hire you or something like that. And it's making him look like he's really telling the truth. You know what I mean? So he's probably working together with it. Maybe it's Cynthia. Because Cynthia does a lot of things to make him look legit. Yeah. Yeah. So if I told you guys, so if I was working with somebody and I told you guys, I got this stalker after me, and he's been threatening me. And then all of a sudden on cue, a troll comes in and says, "Oh, there you are. I'm going to get you, Kathy." See, it would look legit, wouldn't I? Right when I say that, I got somebody coming in threatening me. You know what I mean? So it would make my story look legit, right? So maybe they're like, she's a plant in the crowd. "Oh, yeah, we want to hire you. We're the Illuminati." Mm-hmm. Yeah. Please. Not sinful? Not Cynthia? Well, whoever it is working with them, I think. Or they're not very good trolls. My dog's behind me sleeping and he's barking in his sleep. He's barking at somebody in his sleep. His feet are wiggling. Probably going after the UPS guy again in his sleep. Mm. Not a very good troll. Well, no. If it's if they're trying to make Mark look bad, they're not doing a good job because they're actually making him look legit. Yeah, you said UPS guy. Yeah, he's chasing somebody. Maybe it's a mailman, UPS. I ordered some stuff from Walmart today. I mean, the other day. So I had a guy come up delivering a Walmart package today. And thank God I saw him. So I intercepted it before the dogs could even do anything. You know what's weird though? My dogs, well, Lazarus heard the somehow that Lazarus knew that I was going to get a package about 2 minutes before I got it. Because all of a sudden he looked like somebody was here at the door. He's looking at me and growling and looking, and I'm like, looking, nobody's out there. I can see about a mile down the road. Nobody's here. Nobody's coming. And then just then I was kind of walking around, went over to the kitchen sink and I was doing something. And here comes down the road about a minute later, get the my Walmart packages I ordered. I thought that was weird. That dog had ESP. Exactly, the troll's feeding his fancy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're backing up his story. Is what they're doing. I don't know. He's had a few people. He's got some like friends, but he's blocked a couple of his own friends lately. He's blocked a few of his buddies, but he's got buddies out there he could be working with. "Oh, we want to hire you. We're the Illuminati." Like, do you think the Illuminati would really go in and do that on a live stream? uh, yeah, they wouldn't do that. It's not how they work, and you know what? They have no interest in hiring somebody who can't get off their rear end for 5 seconds. So that's that. All right. So, well, anyway. All right. I'm gonna press and then where are we at? 24 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. The same troll used multiple accounts claiming to be Skull. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm sorry, I said Illuminati, but Skull and Bones. Yeah, I almost feel sorry for McFraud. Yeah. Mark was saying the Illuminati. They said Skull and Bones. Same thing. If I was in the Illuminati, I wouldn't even use Mark is a planet. Exactly. If you're in the Illuminati, why would you want somebody like Mark? Why would anybody want somebody doesn't offer anything, not willing to work or do anything? Yeah, that's not the kind of people. They don't hunt people down. They don't need to do that. Yeah, skull and bones. Mark doesn't need any help ruining his own channel. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he is ruining his own channel, but he's getting a lot of help, that's for sure. That's for sure. Now, there's, if I was a troll or if I had a chance to troll, I'm just not, I have my whole channel to troll him. I can troll him all I want on my channel, but I don't know. If I was a troll, I would go in there with some checkmate kind of statements and questions. I mean, to call him a poopy head or something. I mean, the Illuminati is real. It was, I think it was Adam Weishaupt. Wasn't it Adam Weishaupt that founded the Illuminati in, I think it was 1700s or something? And Skull and Bones, that is what a lot of the presidents are part of Skull and Bones. Now, why would, so George Bush Sr., John Kerry, there's a few that were in Skull and Bones. It's a society of death, is what they are, with the skull and crossbones. And presidents are in Skull and Bones. So why would they want Mark? Seriously. Not to mention your actual channel Wild Troy. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Is it the same thing or different? No, they're all, it's like there's people at the top, Rothschilds and all those Rockefellers, and the people that at the top that run things. And there are different secret societies underneath. Skull and Bones is one, Illuminati is another, Freemasons are another, Jesuits is another. So they're just little subgroups underneath. And, so in order to be in Skull and Bones, you have to be somebody who is in a billionaire or president or somebody who's in charge of running something, a country or something. They don't take failed painters that live off women. If you can't hold a paintbrush and paint a wall, then they might not have any part of you. So, because I think even Curious George knew how to paint, right? I mean, it's not hard. If you can't even manage to do that, they probably have no part for you. Anyway, so I think George Bush Jr., whatever, the younger one, I think he was in it too. But for sure, we got pictures of George Bush Sr. and John Kerry. It goes way beyond a child's paint by numbers kit. Yeah, the paint by numbers. Yeah, that's for sure. 7, 8, 9. Isn't that a cartoon on like Sesame Street or something? Yeah. Why was 8 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Isn't that the way the joke goes? Why was 9 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. No, why was 8? Why was 8 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. It's one of the jokes in your trivia book. Was it really? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's a little kid's. Yeah, that's a little kid pretty much joke. Or dad joke or something. I don't know. Do they have mom jokes? I don't know. Maybe it was a mom joke. I don't know if they have mom jokes. They have dad jokes. I demand equal rights and have mom jokes. All right. No worm jokes? No. Yeah. They have mom jokes? I don't know. Hear about the dad jokes. The dad jokes are supposed to be the dumb ones. Maybe it's okay we don't have mom jokes because they'd probably be categorized as dumb. All right. So, all right. So here we are at 30 minutes. I'm going to pray us in and we'll get started this time for real. For real, what are you going to do? Chapters 1 and 2 of Isaiah. Last night we are just kidding. You know, it's like I told you guys we're going to read the Gospel of Matthew chapter 1, and I come out reading the book of Revelation. Anyway. Anyway. So yeah. That's what I mean. I don't know how people that have headaches all the time, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how you people do it that have headaches all the time. I don't know how you do it. If I have a headache, it just all I can do is lay down and anyway. I just think because I know some people have headaches all the time. I don't know. I wouldn't like that at all. One comes to mind. Did you hear about the worm moon? Apparently, it was raining worms in China the night before. Were the worms coming out of the moon? Maybe the worms are coming out of those little holes in the moon. It looks like cheese. The cheese has worms now. It's horrifying. If possible, sleep off a headache. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. I laid down right before I came on and for a little bit, and it kind of helped. Yeah, I don't have them hardly ever, but I don't know. I think my knee hurt so bad it turned into, I don't know, it spread. Yeah, I didn't hear about the raining worms. So can they pick them up and go fishing with them? Or what kind of worms? Good worms, earthworms, or like maggots? Can you sleep off raining worms? No, but you could scoop them up and go fishing, right? Free worms. Free worms. You know, worms stink too. Dead worms stink. Oh my goodness. You ever have worms and then the next time you go fishing, you open the thing and oh, they're dead and it stinks so bad. Pictures showed piles of worms dumped on cars. Is that for real? Or did they do that? Now, if they were gummy worms, it might be onto something, but yeah, they can stink. You guys ever have dead worms around? Oh, they stink. The kind you should never speak of to anyone at any time. Ever. Yeah. I'll have to look that up. Interesting. So where did the worms come from? The moon? How's the moon involved? Is that where they came from? Coming out of the holes in the moon? You have no idea? Raining worms, huh? I'm gonna have to look that up. It kind of sounds like a It kind of sounds like a something somebody would make up, like throw the worms all over the top of cars and just say it rained worms. I don't want to know. Take my word. Well, there are no worms up in the clouds, so I think I'm calling. Yeah, kids playing a prank or government playing a prank. I don't know. Worms just don't come dropping out of the air. But anyway, wait till they're all dead. It's gonna stink so bad there. Oh. I mean, if you ever smelled dead worms, you know what I'm talking about. It was it's like having a rotten package of meat, like you forget in the trunk of a car or something. It's bad. Doubt it was kitties or some jealous ex. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that they do just for stories. I think. Get some buckets of worms, throw them on top of cars, take a picture up close, and say the whole city was like this. The whole city was covered in worms, and people buy it. Anyway, that was in China, huh? I suppose they're going to get some kind of a disease off them next. It'll be the new pandemic from all the worms that fell. Last time, remember, supposedly they gave us the pandemic from the bats in their soup, and now it will be the worms that came out of the sky. Might as well say that. People will believe it, no doubt. People will believe anything. The worms fall out of the sky gave everybody the C20. Oh, okay. All right. So let's we'll pray us in and we'll go over. I'm gonna pull the chat up so I can see you guys. I'm going to leave StreamYard and go over to Isaiah. All right. All right, there you guys are. There we go. I thought I should shut that off. All right, I can see it now. Did the PC work? No, I'm not sure what. I really haven't touched it. When I turn it on, it says it needs to restart, and then when I restart it, it goes through a bunch of stuff, and it says comes back and says need to restart. So or something like that. It keeps saying restart, and then I restart it and says need to restart or something like that. So yeah. Yeah. Whenever we got time. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us once again, and we thank you for hearing all our prayers, and we thank you for answering our prayers. We ask for your blessing this evening on this gathering, and we also thank you for all of our needs you provided for us today, and we always ask for wisdom and understanding. as we give you glory. Amen and amen. All right. Well, hey Patrick, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Hope you had a good day. Hope today's better than yesterday. Hope all is well for you, Patrick. All right. And brother, good to see you. Good to see you too, Patrick. All right. So now, last night we did we went through the contradictions for Isaiah, but then we read Ezekiel. So what are you gonna do? Anyway, so I'm back to we're just gonna revisit the contradictions in Isaiah. And no wonder they weren't ringing a bell. Oh man. All right. So anyway, we're just gonna revisit them before we get started. So look, so we're not gonna do chapter 3 like we did in Ezekiel yesterday. We're just gonna do chapters 1 and 2. It just works out better that way. So anyway, as you can see, chapters 1 and 2, we have only contradictions in chapter 1. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contradictions in the first chapter, no contradictions in the second chapter. So anyway, so we'll go quickly through these. We kind of went through them yesterday, but we will. Good night, Molly. Study starts at 40 minutes. Thank you. I need to write that down. If I knew how. Let me see. No, I don't know how. Okay, I'm going to do it afterward. Thank you. Study starts at 40 minutes. Thanks. The real study this time. This time it's gonna be a real study, not when. All right, 40 minutes. I was gonna write it. All right, so let's just real quickly, we'll go over the contradictions we're about to see in Isaiah chapter 1. So what was Sodom's sin? We went through these, so we won't spend too much time. Was the sin homosexuality? I think it was, personally, I think it was all the above. I think it was all the above. But different books claim different sins of Sodom and Gomorrah. Homosexuality, they didn't really dwell on that, though. They included Leviticus because that says a man shall not lie with a man as a woman. So inhospitality, I think that was a huge one. Matthew, Luke, and the Book of Wisdom has that. Seeking sex with angels, fornications, going after strange flesh. That's in Genesis and Jude. Pride, wealth, laziness, ignoring the needs of the poor. You know what this is? This is Americans. This is Americans right here. This pride, wealth, laziness, ignoring the needs of the poor. This is definitely America. America is Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, let's get real. It really is. Anyway, we're going to see about that. We're going to hear about that in Isaiah chapter 1, Ezekiel, which we touched on last night. And also, was the sin adulteries, lies, and general immorality, as in told in Jeremiah and 2 Peter? Yeah, it was probably all the above. I mean, all right. Second of all, contradiction we're going to see in chapter 1, also 1:11, is does God desire animal sacrifices? 66:3. All right. So anyway, it depends what author, because there are multiple authors to the Torah, the first 5 books, where you're going to find that stuff. Well, there's multiple authors to the entire Bible. Actually, each book might have multiple authors. So sometimes it says yes, and sometimes it says no. But we do know, no, does not desire animal sacrifices. So anyway, we've gone over that ad nauseum. He desires your repentance, and alms do help make up for what you've done if you're repentant. Is it necessary to keep the Sabbath? Yes, it is necessary according to all these books, lots and lots and lots of, or no at all according to, well, we went over this last night. According to the New Testament books, every one of these is New Testament. No, New Testament says no, you don't have to keep the new Sabbath. And they actually used a line from Isaiah about new moons and Sabbaths. No, God's just pretty much saying, listen, don't even show me your Sabbaths and all this stuff if you're not gonna do what he wants. So this is not Isaiah saying God doesn't require Sabbaths. What he's really saying is, don't be a poser. Don't be doing the Sabbath and then doing all these other sins. What's the use? And a lot of people do that. They'll follow a couple of commandments and break the other ones. All right, then, does God ever tired? Does he ever get tired? God never gets tired, according to Isaiah. Sometimes he gets tired, according to Exodus, Isaiah, and Malachi and Jeremiah. Tiredness, they're talking about, if you're thinking about a body being tired, nah, he doesn't get tired. He doesn't have a body. This is why this is both. I think this is not really contradiction. He gets tired of, in other words, he's grown tired. He's grown weary of people doing the same. Right here, I'm weary. He's wearied. Wearied is a different thing. Wearied is mentally tired. See, I didn't even see it, but here it is. Weary. Weary is when you're mentally worn out from somebody or something. God doesn't have a body that gets tired. So that's that. Very easily explained. And the last one, does God need help in times of need? No, according to all these scriptures, or yes. Now, I'm sorry, does God help? Does God help in times of need? We went over this last night too. This is not a contradiction. We went over this last night. Every psalm starts out with, "Oh God, you're not helping me. You're not hearing me. I feel alone. Where are you? How come you're not hearing me?" And then by the end of the psalm, it's, "Thank you, God. I knew you were coming. You're always there. Thank you so much." Anyway, so as you can see, at the beginning of Psalms always say God's not hearing you. I mean, it's like a standard in the Psalm. Start out saying, "Oh God, why aren't you listening to me? I feel so alone." It's like you turn your back, you're not listening. And it's like, "Oh, there you are. Oh, thanks. You always come for me." Anyway, so he's there if he's not always there in your time too. So anyway, so that's the first contradictions that you're going to see tonight. Next, Prophet Isaiah. All right. Here is the Blue Letter Bible. We're starting in chapter 1. Chapter 1 of Isaiah tonight. All right. English Standard Version. We're on the Blue Letter Bible. The reason I like the Blue Letter Bible over Bible Gateway, and I do like Bible Gateway. I like Bible Gateway because you can pull up the same verse in every translation and stuff like that. But it's really hard on, if you're trying to stream or anything, it's really hard on the bandwidth. But Bible Gateway will kick off the best connections around. So it's got good and bad. And then this one here is Blue Letter Bible. I like because it doesn't really suck up the bandwidth as much if you're using a computer. But also what I like is in the Bible Gateway, they will have footnotes. They'll give you a clue that there's a footnote, but you have to go all the way down to the bottom to read the footnote. But in this Blue Letter Bible, as the footnotes come, you can, the FN footnotes come, you can hover over it and just see immediately what the footnote says without going all the way down, finding what the footnote is, going all the way back. I mean, that's kind of annoying. That's how Bible Gateway is. But this is what I like about Blue Letter Bible. We can see the footnote right then and there and move on. Anyway, so here we are, Isaiah chapter 1. All right. Move something so I can see you guys. All right. Dang it, Bill. Hold on a second. All over. All right. Isaiah chapter 1, English Standard Version, Blue Letter Bible. The vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the day. Oops. And move this over so you guys can see it. The vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. And we did go over the timeline the other day, where this fits in the timeline of time and the kings that were reigning. Wickedness of Judah. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord has spoken. Children or sons have I reared and brought up. But they have rebelled against me. The ox knows its owner, and the donkey its master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people do not understand. Ah, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, offspring of evildoers, children who deal corruptly. They have forsaken the Lord. They have despised the Holy One of Israel. They are utterly estranged. Why will you be struck down? Why will you continue to rebel? The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even to the head, there is no soundness in it, but bruises and sores and raw wounds that are not pressed out or bound up or softened with oil. Our country lies desolate. Our cities are burned with fire. In your very presence, foreigners devour your land. It is desolate and overthrown by foreigners. And the daughter of Zion is left, like a booth in a vineyard, like a lodge in a cucumber field, like a besieged city. If the Lord of hosts had not left us a few survivors, we would have been like Sodom and become like Gomorrah. Hear the word of the Lord, you rulers of Sodom. Give ear to the teaching of our God, or give ear to the law of our God, you people of Gomorrah. What to me is the multitude of your sacrifices, said the Lord. I have had enough of your burnt offerings of rams and the fat of well-fed beasts. I do not delight in the blood of bulls or the lamb or of goats, of lambs and goats. When you come to appear before me, as you who has required of you this trampling of my courts. Bring no more vain offerings. Incense is an abomination to me. New moon and Sabbath and calling of convocations. I cannot endure iniquity in solemn assembly. Now remember, we were called for a holy convocation on the Sabbath. And so he's not saying, I hate these things I told you to do. He's just saying, no more vain offering. You're doing all this in vain. It's not that he doesn't like the Sabbath or holy convocations. It's just that you're doing them. It's a mockery. It's just a mockery. Doing it in vain. Just says all your trampling. Anyway, he's saying, why even do this? I cannot endure iniquity in solemn assembly. So they're just a bunch of sinners at church. Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hates. They have become a burden to me. I am weary of bearing them. When you spread out your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. Even though you make many prayers, I will not listen, but your hands are full of blood. As you can see, it's not that he's against prayers, it's just prayers of hypocrites. Wash yourselves, make yourselves clean. Remove the evil of your deeds from before your eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do good. Seek justice. Correct oppression. Bring justice to the fatherless. Plead the widow's case. Come now, let us reason together, says the Lord. Or let us dispute together, says the Lord. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they are red like crimson, they shall become like wool. If you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall be eaten by the sword. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken. Next, we're going into the unfaithful city. How the faithful city has become a whore, or has become unchaste. She who was full of justice, righteousness lodged in her, but now murderers. Your silver has become dross, your best wine mixed with water. Your princes are rebels and companions of thieves. Everyone loves a bribe and runs after gifts. They do not bring justice to the fatherless, and to the widow's cause does not come to them. Therefore the Lord declares, the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will get relief from my enemies and avenge myself on my foes. I will turn my hand against you and will smelt away your dross as with lye and remove all your alloy. And I'll restore your judges as at the first, and your counselors as at the beginning. Afterward you shall be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Zion shall be redeemed by justice, and those in her who repent by righteousness. But rebels and sinners shall be broken together, and those who forsake the Lord shall be consumed. For you shall be ashamed of the oaks that you desire, and you shall blush for the gardens that you have chosen. For you shall be like an oak whose leaf withers, like a garden without water, and the strong shall become tinder, and his work a spark, and both of them shall burn together, and none to quench them. You know, I forgot, we're going to go over something too, real quick. It was Isaiah's in like 3 parts or 4 parts. Anyway, we'll go over that in a second. That was the end of chapter 1. we're just going to do two. We're just going to go 2 chapters today. Let me see how long this one is. All right. 2 chapters. And then I'll just show you how it's kind of split into 3 parts. Isaiah's like, anyway, it's kind of like the warning, then I think it's like the warning, the destruction, and then the future, or something like that. All right. That'll work. All right. The mountain of the Lord. Also, now this is also told in Micah chapter 4, verse 1 to 5. The mountain of the Lord is also in Micah 4, 1 to 5. And also down here, the day of the Lord. This is kind of funny because I noticed the day of the Lord, they don't have any other scriptures to go with it. There should be, but it's kind of weird. There's not. Anyway, mountain of the Lord. So, oops. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to. I don't want to get that comment up there. I'm trying to scroll my comments, but it's not working. So sorry about that. All right. Sorry about that. All right. All right. Mountain of the Lord. You guys can see that, right? All right. Chapter 2. The word that Isaiah, the son of Amoz, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. They're still in the prophecy phase here. It shall come to pass in the later days that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established as the highest of mountains, and shall be lifted up above the hills, and all the nations shall flow to it. And many people shall come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, that we may teach, that he may teach us his ways, and that we may walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, or the teaching, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He shall judge between the nations, and shall decide disputes for many peoples. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Now this is supposed to be in God's it's a prophecy for the future. Now, this is the Messiah. If people think that Jesus fulfilled the Messiah, well, he didn't do this. He's supposed to sit on his throne in Jerusalem and judge between the nations. This is what the Messiah is going to do. And here, come, let us go to the mountain, house of God, that he may teach us his ways. All right, this is what the Messiah will do. He's going to teach everybody God's ways. He'll be anointed. God's going to have him tell everybody what's up, the truth about everything. And of course, as you can see, there's total disarmament on the earth. There's no no more weapons. There's no more weapons. There's no war. Nobody learns about war anymore. No wars. No nations going against it. It's still happening. That means the Messiah has not come yet. Because once the Messiah comes, this is how it's going to be. The house of Jacob, O house of Jacob, come, let us walk in the light of the Lord. Remember, Lord is God in heaven, the Creator. The day of the Lord. For you have rejected your people, the house of Jacob, because they're full of things from the east and of fortune tellers like the Philistines, and they strike hands with the children of foreigners. Their land is filled with silver and gold, and there's no end to their treasures. Their land is filled with horses, and there's no end to their chariots. Their land is filled with idols. They bowed down to the work of their hands, to what their own fingers have made. And that is something. So man is humbled, and each one is brought low. Do not forgive them. Enter into the rock and hide in the dust from before the terror of the Lord and from the splendor of his majesty. The haughty looks of a man shall be brought low, and the lofty pride of men shall be humbled, and the Lord alone will be exalted in that day. For the Lord of hosts has a day against all that is proud and lofty, against all that is lifted up, and it shall be brought low. Against all the cedars of Lebanon, lofty and lifted up, against all the oaks of Bashan, against all the lofty mountains, and against all the uplifted hills, against every high tower, and against every fortified wall, against the ships of Tarshish, and against all the beautiful craft. And the haughtiness of man shall be humbled, and the lofty pride of men shall be brought low, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day, and the idols shall utterly pass away. And the people shall enter the caves of the rocks and the holes of the ground, or of the dust, from before the terror of the Lord and from the splendor of his majesties, when he rises from the terror of the earth. Do you know what this is, right? This is what Revelation took. This is Revelation plagiarizes. This is when they hide in the dens and they say, fall on us, and hide us from the wrath of the Lamb. This is where they got that from, hiding in the earth. In that day, mankind will cast away their idols of silver and other idols of gold, which they made for themselves to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to enter the caverns of the rocks and to the clefts of the cliffs, from before the terror of the Lord and from the splendor of his majesty, when he arises to terrify the earth. Stop regarding man, in whose nostrils is breath, for of what account is he? That's something. All right. And that is too. All right. You know what? So in the New Testament, Jesus tells everybody that you're going to do greater things than I have. You're going to do more things and better things and greater things, and all this other stuff. And I've never seen one person miraculously healed. And you know what? When he says, if you have enough faith, if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you could tell that mountain, move over there, and the mountain will move. Well, I've never seen one news report where a mountain, everybody woke up and it was in a different place. Anyway, so, but you can see a lot of this is plagiarized. The New Testament is plagiarized right up these prophets. And the same with the chariots, the same with the horses, the 4 horses, the apocalypse, the 4 colored horses of the apocalypse, same exact horses in what is Ezekiel? I can't remember. Zechariah, that's what it is. Zechariah, I think. Anyway, same 4 horses, except Zechariah had chariots. They just used the same 4 horses, and they took away the chariots. Anyway, you will see. You're going to see, we're going to come across a lot of stuff that's in the book of Revelation and these prophets. You know, I got a row of books behind me on my bookshelf. Can you imagine me pulling each book off my bookshelf, open it up, taking one sentence out of that book, write it down, put it back, Then pull another book, take one sentence, write it down, put it back, and then make a story out of that. I mean, wow. All right. So, any questions, comments, concerns, anything anybody wants to say or comment now that we've actually read Isaiah instead of Ezekiel? That was kind of good. Actually, I need to pull your comments on my screen here. Excuse me, I got hiccups now. All right. All right. All right. Yes, a real study. All right, let me just go back. Let me see where I left off here. All right. All right, Molly's going to go see if she can get some sleep. Hey, Patrick, study starts at 40. Thank you. Shalom. Nice to see you again. You're welcome. You're welcome. My dogs are ringing the bell. Books are terrible. Bad books. Unless you're John MacArthur, then you can have you can write over 60 of them and it's still fine. You don't even have to, he's not even mad you if he reads them. He can actually write, be authored. Pretty much anybody can author a book, you know what I mean? It's pretty easy. You just write a book and then you go down and they have pretty much every town has a bindery and you can have them printed up into a little book. Bam. And guess what? Now you're a published author. No, quit ringing the bell. Anyway. Bookworms, yeah. Let's check out that story in China. Maybe I'll pull it up right now. And I'll probably wrap this up here. Let's see. Worms in China. It's raining worms. Hallelujah. Worms are falling from the sky. They came from heaven for revenge. They've eaten too much. Let's see the pictures. It must be the end of the world, you guys. It's got to. Oh, that is disgusting. You're going to get, you guys. Okay, if you're squeamish, don't look. Let me show you. It looks like somebody threw them all over there. It looks like somebody threw them on these cars. Is that for real? There's a pile here. Like somebody dumped a bucket out. Like they dumped on a car and threw the rest on the ground. No. Were they grub worms? How come they only have that white car and the orange car and this car? Where's the rest of the car with the worms? Do you see that? They've only got 3 pictures of 3 cars with worms. Look at the car in the background, doesn't have no worms. Let me see this car here. Where's all the rest of the cars? Look at this car, this Mercedes, what is this? Whatever, this purple one back here. Hardly has anything. All the worms are on these 2 cars. I find that suspicious. Interesting. All right. Yeah, that looks a little. I mean, where's all the rest of the cars? I mean, you see, look at everything has the same 2 cars. Currently in China, worms falling from the sky. See, every article has the same picture, the orange. And what is orange, you guys? Orange is 33. It's Illuminati's color for pranks. Whenever the Freemasons use the orange for their pranks. Isn't that interesting? Interesting. I might let the dogs out. All right. Well, I will put. All right. If anybody wants to come in for after chat, I'll put up a link. And I'll let my dogs out in the meantime. I could use a little after chat fellowship if Dee or Grace or Patrick want to come up. It's been a rough week. I'll put up a link if you want. Remember back in the late early 1800s, they blamed hookworms on the poor people. Without shoes were contagious, spreading hookworm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's funny. Dogs get hookworms, and they've never worn shoes. So, all right. Let's see. Let me put up a link. Yeah, blaming poor people. Yeah, blame the poor people for the worms. Kim, hold on a minute. I'm trying to copy this link and put it up there. It's a little harder to do on my phone, so give me a second. Yes, trust the science. All right, let me try to put this link up here if I can. Hold on, Caleb, 1 minute. Get all crazy on me. Oh, crap. There it is. All right. Yes, trust the science. All right. Did I put that up? Okay, there it is. Now I'm going to let my dogs out. If anyone wants to come in and join the after chat, you can. I'm going to put this on mute and let my dogs out real quick. All right. I'm back. All right. They're going to be outside for a minute. Let's see. Get my chat up here so I can see you guys. Trust the science of joining the chat after a chat. Join the after chat for the good of Bert. Done and done. D, you up for a little chat, Patrick? Sorry, I can't see the chat very good. I'll join if someone else joins first. I've bored Kathy enough with my jitters. No, nobody's bored. You haven't bored me. You'll hop on in a minute? All right. He says thank you. All right. Let me put my glasses so I can see you guys. All right.
Hello.
All right. Hi, Donnie. How you doing tonight?
One second. My earphones aren't working.
All right. You guys in the chat, let me know if it's echoing. I don't have my headphones on right now. If it's echo, I'll put my headphones on. Over here. Is there an echo? How's the sound in the chat? Am I echoing? It's weird because I don't echo when I'm on here by myself. I only echo when somebody else comes on. So how does that work? But if it echoes, I'll put my headphones on. Bert has an echo? He does? Okay, yeah. He has to, if it's on his end, he has to turn his volume down. Because the volume like reverberates back and forth. You'll hear it. That's what the echo is. You're hearing it. So like if somebody talks, you're going to hear them talk, and then you're going to hear it come through on my speaker. I mean, so yeah. How I got rid of part of the echo, what helped was when I turned the volume down on my speaker, so I could still hear you guys, but it wasn't like loud enough for you guys to hear, which also works with the headphones. So, all right, all right, let's try this again. See if we can get it up. Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. You're on mute, Donnie. Hold on a second. Unmute. Add to stream.
Okay. Yeah, I got it working. I just had to reset the 27.
All right, how's that, you guys? Is there echo or? And if there is, I guess I could put on my
And also, you go in like StreamYard to more. You know, the little dot. You go to audio, and there's a selection for echo cancellation. Because I am having an echo.
Under settings.
Yeah. You go to the bottom that bar there. It says more. The 3 dots. Click it. Go to settings, audio, and it'll bring up some selections. Click on like which one you're using, earphones, whatever, and then it should bring up like an.
Yeah, here. It's already on default. Wait, microphone. It's echo cancellation is on.
Okay,
headset
but
earpiece. Hold on a second. Let me.
The head. Okay, go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Instead of default. How about that? Is that better?
Perfection.
Because now it's on. It was on echo cancellation and automatically adjust mic volume, but it was on general. So now it's on speakerphone.
The default can like always be like something that you're not actually using at that time. I had to learn that through trial and error. But yeah, you sounded perfect. There was no echo. And she's gone. Yeah, no worries, Patrick. No pressure. Just glad to see you, man. It's been a rough go for all of us for the last few months. You're not alone, but at least we're together, right? We just got somewhere where we can go and talk with friends who care, and we can share without judgment.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
No, I haven't. Actually, damn it. Excuse me.
Shoot. You hear me? Okay, yes. Now, is there echo? I wonder if I have to do that each time, that setting.
Yeah, I would think so because I'm still having an echo on my side.
All right, let me go back because I just got knocked off and it probably. Well, at least now I know how to.
Yeah. You know, 23 years of using the internet and gaming, and I'm still new to this stuff.
Audio, at least. We try it again, at least.
So what are you using right now? Are you just using like the speaker on your laptop? Are you using headphones?
No, I'm just using my phone. Speakerphone. Okay, so it still is that. Look, I didn't even have to redo it. Maybe it's just because I'm still on the same stream. But so now it's on speakerphone, echo cancellation, and automatically adjust volume. So how do you guys in the chat? Do you have an echo from either one of us, or what? How is it like now? It should have echo. I've heard other people say do the echo canceling, but I never knew what that was. So. I thought maybe they were on their laptop or something, but yeah, it's got it right here. No echo. Okay, thanks. Do you have an echo, Donnie?
Testing. Yeah, I still hear my own echo. I just double check.
Did you put yours?
Yes, I did. I just double check. I'm
on
cursed.
speakerphone. Grace says the audio is good.
Yeah, but on my end, I can hear my own echo. So that's
is your volume down? Is your volume turned down?
Yeah. I'll double check. Just give me a moment.
All right. I gotta get back into the get back into the chat. Somehow I'm on the audio setting thing here. Oops, layout, yes. Okay. Guess, see viewers' comments. Play a sound when, oh, I like that. Play a sound when the guest answers. Guests must authenticate. Oh, I like that.
Testing.
Yeah, we can hear you. Green room is new. Best way to manage guests.
I'm testing my echo.
I'm trying to get back in. Oh, there it is. All right. There it is. Bert echoes. Audio is good. Okay. Well, the cancellation thing, where I gotta get my dogs back in here. Back in the comments somehow. All right. Well, thanks, Donnie. That was a good cure for the I've heard people say on other live streams, "Oh, hit the cancellation." They're like, "Okay, I didn't know where that was." I gotta get my dogs
you also
back
have to
in.
make sure you're using, like, it'll just say default, but you gotta make sure you're using
Probably every
whatever
time.
it is under that little arrow. And I still haven't. Oh God.
All right. Oh man, is that cold out there? All right. Now put it, you guys still have the link? Let me see how far back that is. All right. Well, there is the link. Oh, okay. All right. You guys can still hear me? Yep. All right. All right. Do you need me to put the link back up? Oh, he fell off. He's not on here anymore. We lost Bert. All right. I like that. I just put the, you guys, that's nice. I put the sound on so when a guest comes on, it goes boink. Do you hear that? So now I can tell, I can hear when somebody comes in the back room. I just put that option on there and it worked right away.
Yeah, I heard the little beep.
That was cool. It just went boom when I heard somebody enter. That was nice.
Testing. Can you hear me?
I'm glad that works.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Now you can.
Testing. Oh.
Yeah, because a lot of times people are sitting in the back room and I don't know because they didn't have the sound noise on. Now when somebody comes in the backstage, it makes a beep. I'm not always looking or paying attention.
Okay, testing.
No, yeah. Test.
No, I know you guys can hear me. I'm just testing that. I just can't get rid of it. I cannot get rid of this echo. I've tried everything.
Do you want me to try to put my headphones on and see if it works?
Yeah, if you don't mind, at least that would rule something out.
All right, try that.
Testing.
Is the echo gone?
Yeah, it's still there.
You were echoing for me last night?
No, I'm echoing to myself. But like very badly. Just give me a moment. I'll just change it.
Test.
You sound good. You don't have an echo. I do. I just gotta find my other headset. Give me a moment.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to know where the sound echo cancellation button is. Huh. Well, now the sound echoing, I know where that is, so it should work from now on. Yeah, the echoing is driving nuts because if you're trying to talk and you can hear yourself echoing, it's hard to focus. Anyway, anybody else coming up? Grace, are you coming up? I think you said you were going to next. Yep. Usually the echo is from when you talk, your voice comes through the other person's speaker, so we can hear you talk in the other person's speaker, the receiver. So you hear the one talking and you hear the receiver. But it shouldn't be like that anymore. It's nice to know that's an option. Not sure. Well, maybe while he's trying to do his microphone, at anybody else? Patrick, yeah, you don't want to come in? You don't want to feel like talking? We don't really have a subject on after chat. We're just going to talk. So maybe I can show. Maybe I can show Donnie what this computer is doing here. If it.
Testing.
Uh-oh. What did I just do? Is it still doing it, Donnie? Oh, shoot. That's what's going on. Okay.
Testing. Okay. I've tried all my different headsets. It's just horrible.
I wonder why. And you've already got your sound cancellation on, huh? Maybe that's why you never used to have it. I don't know.
Testing.
All right. Well, Grace, you want to hop in? See if you. I wonder if you.
Testing.
You know what? So Donnie, you're echoing on your own voice. I wonder if, but not mine. So I wonder if.
Yeah.
Grace, you should hop in and see if you're echoing. I mean, if another person echoes, then it's probably on my end, right?
Yeah, but you just like figured out how like
I know
do
that's
something
awesome.
cool.
Do something cool.
I don't want you to like have to revert just because of my echo. But yeah, let's I'll wait for that. I'm right here. I'm just gonna mute.
All right. I think Grace was gonna hop on. She said she was gonna hop on.
Yeah, she probably like me, knocking things up.
Well, or we can sign off and see if it does on the after chat. Grace, are you coming in? Can't see the chat. I just unplugged everything, so I just shut everything off. See if it was maybe the sound was echoing, but it's not. Let me plug my screen back in so I can see again.
Test.
Test check 1 check 2. Sound check. Oops.
So you're using just your phone speaker right now?
Yeah. Yeah, what I can do is take off my phone cover and see if my headphones are going any further. They're not going in all the way. Let me try again. One more time. All right, try that.
Testing, testing.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
my thing's not. Well, my phone is not test.
Testing. The same on my end. Let's just give Grace a few minutes because she wouldn't say she was going to come in if she wasn't.
She said just getting back inside, grabbing a link. All right.
Yeah, I figured she was doing kitten duty.
Actually, I don't think my headphones going in my. I don't think the jack's going in there. Still coming out my phone.
Well, that's okay.
Well, let's
That
see
for
how
sure
her.
will be fixed when the other one gets there.
All right, let's see.
Or I just jinxed this. One of the two. Hey, Grace.
All right, Grace, how you doing tonight?
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, how you guys doing?
I think I hear an echo.
You do hear echo?
Yeah, I only hear an echo for me and Grace, but not
Let me
you.
try the call. Man, it's like my headphone won't. My headphone won't go all the way into my jack, so I'm still hearing.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, with that. Somebody talk.
Testing.
All right.
It's working.
Think you got it.
I just turned my volume off, so hold on a second. I gotta get a different earphone or something. You guys can talk for a minute. I'm just gonna mute.
Should we talk about Kathy?
No, I think we should go directly to worms.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to let Willie and Ella back. And there's the echo.
Okay, try this.
Hello. Is it working now? I don't hear anything. Kathy, are you there?
Yeah, I muted to see if you guys were still echoing. Did it not echo when I was muted?
Testing. Yeah, as soon as you unmute, we get the echo back.
Okay, so let me try to find a different headset. I'll mute again.
So, Donnie, everybody got up to the airport okay this morning?
They were all doing great. Everybody got a good night's sleep except me. My sister
Yeah.
forgot to call me back and tell me Hannah was okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so I set up to 5, and I'm like, well, now it's just too late to go to sleep because I had to get Mom up at 6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well, I got through it. I lived.
Yeah.
It all worked out. Yep. And then they get there. All I get a text from my sister saying, we've landed in PC, and then crickets. Nobody called. Hey, we're at the hotel. We're doing good. How are you? How are the dogs?
Yeah.
I had to call my sister 8. I'm like, hey, everybody okay? Yeah, we're just like me and Hannah are laying in bed. Mom and Aunt Jenny are in their room. Like, okay, well, have a good night's sleep.
I
I don't
imagine they were pretty exhausted though, traveling and the stress of the funeral of everything coming up and
make excuses for them. But yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
I know, but
You're
still.
absolutely right, but that's just not what I want to hear.
Yeah.
A little baby. No, no, you're right. Just I'm adjusting. Like the last time that I was alone in the house, mom was at the, ER and then at rehab, and it was like the phone was ringing day and night. I mean, we're talking 4 a.m.
Right.
It was just insane. And now it's just like everything's good, everyone's okay, and I'm just like, okay, careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
It was like I listened to loud music for like 5 minutes. I'm like, that is just so loud. I'm like, oh God, no.
Yeah. Things
Uh-oh.
change, don't they?
Hey, scary fluffy cat. You want to see scary fluffy cat? Skitters kind of like comes around, but I've drawn another cat that looks like a small black lion. I call it scary fluffy cat. Come here, scary fluffy cat. Don't be like. Who's scary fluffy cat? Yes, you are. You're a very scary fluffy cat.
Hmm?
Who's the scary fluffy cat? Yeah, pretty sure that's my neighbor's cat that I'm feeding, but like, whatever. I'll get you some food, scary fluffy cat.
So Patrick coming in?
Uh, no, I think he was up for it tonight. I was trying to relate with him and stuff and tell him, we've all been going through it, but sometimes that's just not what you want to hear.
No, right.
And that's like, you think you're being empathetic. And so, how was your day? I know yesterday was outstanding.
Yeah. Um, kind of quiet. What do you want, kitten? What's the matter? Yeah. A lot of inside, outside, inside, outside. Your routine with, this kitten, kitten,
Yeah,
kitten, kitten.
yeah, beat it, kitten. Come on, boundaries.
Right.
That's Willie's like just walking around my bed looking at me nervously. It's okay. Scary fluffy cat's not going to get you. Most likely. I remember the first time, like scary, you saw how big that cat was, right?
Yeah.
It's like almost the size of Willie. And he ran out one day, just taking him to the store, and Scary Fluffy Cat was on the bricks right there outside my ramp or stairs. And normally cats run from Willie, but Fluffy Cat just looked at him like, "Yeah, what's up?" What is like? I don't know what to do with this. I'm gonna go get in the car. It was so funny. And like one time I was taking him to the vet like about a week ago. Bring Willie out. Scary Fluffy Cat's right there. Like, yeah, all right, yeah. 2 feet from Willie, not scared. Then I bring Elle out. Scary, Scary Fluffy Cat's like, okay, all right, yeah. It actually ran.
Hmm.
All right, now see if I'm sorry, Donnie. See if this is better because I I, my headset wasn't working because I had turned off the headset and put it on speaker. Now I turned off speaker and put it on headset, and now my headset works. So, are we done with the echo?
Not hearing it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, now I am.
But it's very subtle. Like it was like so loud before.
Who echoes? You echo when you talk, or I echo?
Grace and I, but like the volume of the echo has gone, down from 100% to like 20. I can
weird.
tolerate it.
Yeah, when I put it back on, I put on headset. I had to go back to the settings and put on sound and put it on headset.
Yeah, I have to switch that because like I have the Bluetooth and then I have just the little,
Mhm.
plugins that come with the phone. Sometimes you have to actually go in there and collect the right, choose the right one. Isn't
Yeah, I didn't
technology
know that.
fun?
Okay. Yeah, so I have it on sound canceling and all that, and headphones, so it should hopefully it won't echo. But I think when I, how about you guys talk, and when you guys talk, I'll mute and see if it echoes. So you guys go ahead and.
No, it is much better now, Kathy. Like Donnie said, it was quite loud before, but now it's tolerable.
No, it's tolerant. New word.
Tolerant.
It's totally, it's totally tolerant, man. Hey, you're keeping it tolerant,
Tolerant.
and I appreciate that.
Don't laugh at me. I laugh at me. You don't laugh at me.
Gosh, now I have rules of engagement.
That's right. That's right. Sit. Sit. Good girl.
Willie, lay in the middle of the bed. Oh, it's too late. He's already doing it.
Yeah.
He's a natural.
He knew what you wanted, huh?
He's in his spot. Well, here's the careful. No, you wrong. It's Willie. It's always Willie. Don't tell Ella I said this. Oh, did you finish that video today? I mean, it's 1 minute long, but like at the very end, they both wag their tails because I'm actually holding up the treat. I forgot to hold it in front of the camera because that would have been like
Oh,
the perfect
yeah.
ending.
It,
I was like, but it was
I
too
was
late. That was too perfect of a video to try to redo it.
I was wondering what their um, treat was, or
It was one
what
of
they were
those
waiting for.
bacon treats, and it was
Oh.
sitting right there just below the camera. It was so I watched it and like Ella was like, and then like Willie's like, I was just sitting there forever trying to think of what would be the perfect music. And
That was cute. They were anticipating whatever whatever they were getting. They were anticipating it.
I enjoyed that. I got like 2 new subscribers from that.
Did it? Oh, good.
Did.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I went from what 8 to 31 in like what 6 years. I'm killing it, dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, just what, like 2 weeks ago, you were saying you had 12. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, fair enough. The sad thing is, like, if I actually, you know, go viral, like, I can't use any of those videos because they don't have like artists. Those are
Well,
actually like their artist recordings. I found a little niche in the system.
does it really matter? I mean, you do it.
No,
I mean, I do
but
videos for my benefit, not for, you know.
no, but I can have dreams that I don't ever want fulfilled. I can still have them.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. I just do it because I enjoy it. I want to share it with my, friend and family.
Yeah. Do it for your own benefit. That's a,
But I
enjoy it.
figured,
Have fun with it.
I do. You can tell I do. You know. But did you see when the grizzly ran into the glass?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God, that was
That's crazy.
priceless. They, thought it was like, getting away. It's like, what's that bear running right at me? I don't know, but I'm running right by it. No, you're not.
Mm.
That moose was not having it, dude. I've got another link. I'll send it to you later. It's of a grizzly, like a guy just walking his dog down a road, in the woods, like a regular, like, paved road. And he's got a dog about the size of Ella, and the dog is just fearless. Somehow the bear just like, thinks it's not worth it. So I'd sent that to my sister saying that would be my dumb ass and Ella saving it. Hey, I'll just go for a walk, around bear areas.
Oh, my dad lives up north. He will feed the bears up there. I mean, he has videos of him, will you hush, little girl? He will walk out on his deck and shake a rug or something like that. Whatever, he's cleaning his house and shaking the rugs or whatever, walks out on the deck, and there'll be a bear 6 feet away from him, and he takes out his cell phone and he'll just start taking a video of the bear that's like 6 feet away from him, and he'll start talking to the bear, and the bear will look up at him and he'll just talk away with him, and like their best buddy. Like
I,
their
I
best
showed
buddies.
you. Remember the picture of my dad, like, putting his hand on the black bear that's standing face to face with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know what you mean.
But
If
he's
we're like, if you're that confident, the bear can sense it. I'm not saying you should do that. That's probably like
no.
5 times out of 20 it'll work. You don't want to know about the other 15, but you can still appreciate it.
But he's been doing this for years, and there's another neighbor up by him, and he does it as well. It's like a competition to see who can get the closest to the bear. It's like not
Yeah.
very smart.
That won't end in tears at all.
I was gonna say that sometimes don't have a good end. A
Yeah.
story that says, "Well, it was a competition to see who's
Right.
closest to the bear."
Just don't ever watch Grizzly Man, and you can live the dream.
Mm.
It's just the problem is the winner might not,
Yeah.
fare
Might
too
not
well.
live to. Yeah. Might not live to
Yeah,
tell
to
the
get his,
story.
yeah, he might not hold the title very long.
Yeah, it's like me every time I get up, I open my windows before it gets hot, even in February, stupid South. But like, by the time I've opened my windows, walked around the house a little bit, Fluffy Cat is like, knows I'm awake. It's a scary Fluffy Cat's just sitting on the porch as soon as I go outside. By the way, the echo is back, and oh my God, is it loud? Hello, Ella. Oh, Williford Brings. Chew with your mouth closed. We've talked about this, Ella.
I'm still here. I just need to get something for Kitten to eat. She's starving to death.
Sorry, you dropped off there for a minute. You come back.
It's okay, man. It was really lonely, man. Just sitting here feeding my dogs treats. Actually, it wasn't that bad.
Is that Willie?
This is Ella Bella the dog, and that's Williford the Brimleys.
Must be on a delay or something.
Oh, by the way, I finally, I think I was telling you a little bit last night, but I went back and redid my videos once I figured out I can put them in shorts and use the actual music I was illegally using.
Oh, you put them
Like,
on shorts?
yeah, yeah. So like, I mean, I've still got my little piano, my little, I renamed them instead of piano hands, moo hands, because, that's the name of the stuffed cow.
Did they
But
go onto your short list on your channel?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're all up there. I have like 18 videos now. So I
So
may even
you turn the camera straight up and down, right? That format?
no, I just used the old videos that I already had. I just changed the sound. Like,
Okay, because
you
I
go to,
thought you had to have a certain format to go on shorts.
oh, no, not that I know of. It like automatically makes it whatever works for YouTube. So like, you're not going to have a panoramic, but it works for what I'm doing, which is goofing around looking at my dogs on my bed.
Yeah, because people are getting a lot of views on those shorts. I mean, like
Well, yeah, but
1,000.
it's not the views. It's just it's perfect because it's only 1 minute long. I can show something
Yeah,
that I think is neat and cute, which is usually my dogs, and I can put like music that I really like, in the background. So
yeah,
like honestly, I sit there and watch them for like an hour, just because I enjoy it. But also some other people do enjoy it. Like usually I get like no likes other than my own, but I've just put them all up recently. But I put one up this afternoon of Ella and Willie, like sitting right, where I was just showing you that just now, right on the edge of bed,
yeah.
waiting for a treat, with some
So
really
what?
dramatic music in the background. And I
Uh,
titled it like, um, pre-treat tension. And
huh?
like
So
it
does
plays
it?
this. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So does it have to be like under 1 minute or what to go on a short?
Yeah, like right at like 1 minute. Like as far as the video goes, yeah, 1 minute. So you can
Yeah.
take any of your videos and just edit it into a short, and it's just going to take like the first minute.
Okay, so you edit it under 60 seconds,
You don't,
anywhere
yeah,
under 60
you don't
seconds.
have to do
Yeah.
anything. You just click like click on your
Yep.
video, like like the little plus button, and then
Yep.
like click on the video you want, and it'll say like it'll give you an option edit to a short. By edit, it means like it'll do it all by itself. It'll just cut down
Yeah.
the first minute, which is fine with me. And then I can, you can go in and then like click on music and you can choose like
Uh,
anything, like any actual artist song, which I was trying to like, half-ass do, but just playing it on my TV while I'm,
right.
so it was, for me, it was neat and interesting. I
Uh,
mean, you do get a few more views than you probably ever would,
yeah.
but I mean, nobody leaves comments. It's just,
Well, almost everybody's doing shorts now. I just noticed that they get a lot more views, and I think maybe because each person it starts over so fast. You know what I mean? So each person get two, three
well, it's
views.
not just that. I mean, there's got to be some kind of algorithm where it throws it up for a minute, you know,
Yeah.
because like
Maybe.
sometimes like today's, I mean, from in 30 minutes, it went from, just me looking at it and like, really just enjoying it and sending it to Grace and then my sister. And like in 30 minutes, I went back and it had like 370 views. And I had gained 2 subscribers and like, had
Right.
like 18 likes. But after that,
Yeah.
like it was just crickets. Like like whatever, like little groove they had thrown it in, it was done. Of course, then I got 1,500 views, like when I just, filmed my, backyard being destroyed by ice. So it's weird, but I just do it for
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, it's easy. I guess it's like TikTok, which I never used or watched, but I can see the similarities.
Yeah. I think that's what they're going for. YouTube wanted to get some of those some of that, little 1 minute videos. Figured if they did it, it would get popular again, or I don't know.
Well,
But
yeah,
and
and for
some people
me,
like
yeah.
only 1 minute. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, that's my family will. I have to beg them to watch a 1 minute video. They have the
Yeah,
patience of a fucking, excuse me. They have the
yeah,
patience of like a gnat.
yeah. A lot of people don't, man. These days, people don't want to. So 1 minute, but most people can, afford a minute. You know what I mean?
Dude, you think that, right? Yeah, trust me. Like they'll just watch the first 40 seconds and like they think they've got it and like, okay, I know where this is going. It's like, dude, you can't like watch the extra 20 seconds. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
like it's like
People like
even when
things
it's just
quick.
1 minute, like their patience just gets even smaller, basically.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people are like that.
But for me, it's fun. And like I was trying to do something, and I just kind of like half-assed discovered. Like I clicked on my little short, and I'm like, oh, there's a little music button here. Like, what does that mean? And it just brought up like a search bar. I was like, okay. And I just typed in the song I wanted to use, and it brought up this little thing like, you're agreeing not to ever, use this for financial gain. I'm like, of course. Like, I'm never gonna make money on YouTube. I just want to like use this actual song so it sounds nice and clear with my little goofy video. And boom, it worked.
Yeah,
Of course, now I like music, so that for me that's a big thing. Some people they're into their Bible stuff, their religion, whatever they find interesting. They're just filming
yeah,
cops doing something wrong. For me, it's just my dog sitting on a bed or something with a song I like.
yeah,
My son had started a channel just kind of retelling some of the paranormal stuff that has happened in a house that we lived in. And so I told him, why don't you just, you know, take some of the clips off of your channel and put them on shorts and see what happens. So he's been doing that, and those have been taken off.
yeah. Because they'll get over like 1,000 views. People usually only get 10 or 20 views. They get like over 1,000.
No, thousands are very rare, Kathy. Like I said, I only get over 1,000 views on my disaster zone in the backyard with no music or me even talking. Everything else that like I put time and effort in, it's got maybe like under 400, which is not bad. I mean, it's not like you don't like people seeing it, but 1,000 is like that's not just given every time you just put up a short.
Oh, I've heard a lot of people. It started last year. Like this dude just tried it out. He did a bird was on his front door, like on the screen door or something. So he filmed the bird on the screen door. It got like instantly over like 1,000 views. And I'm thinking, I wonder if YouTube's just giving you 1,000 so you keep making shorts. I
Well,
thought
no,
maybe
because
they're
I
just
actually
trying to
get subscribers and
raise
likes and
those.
comments. Yeah, like I'm not saying there's not some play in there. Like there's room for
Yeah,
play. And if you said
it
this is a
seems like
while back,
it
like
really encourages
at the
people to keep
beginning,
doing it.
right at the beginning, people are like, "Oh, this is the new thing. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look at shorts." So like I could see like you're just getting everybody because nowadays it's probably like trimming down to just only so many bored people instead of everyone.
One of the duck videos I did has well over 4,000 views on it.
Oh,
Good
really? That was a
Just
God.
short.
instantly, yeah, just
Wow.
That's
instantly.
that's what I've heard from most people that they've never got that many so fast, dude. I'm starting to think is YouTube just want to compete with TikTok and then makes them do another short, another short. Now everybody's doing shorts. You know what I mean? Maybe it's to draw the TikTok people.
Don't just assume the worst. Maybe just people like Goofy
Well,
Duck
it just didn't
videos.
make sense. It
Well,
doesn't
like
make
how
sense.
does it not make sense? I like Goofy Duck videos. I would have watched that like 12 times.
No, I mean not. I'm not talking about graces. I'm talking in general. Like people with tiny channels are all of a
Like
sudden getting
mine.
thousands of views.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Kathy, but don't just assume like it's Big Brother. you know, I'm not saying you're wrong, but like at least have a little. Maybe people just really like these goofy videos.
Well, I didn't say I assumed. I said it seems like. I'm looking for a logical explanation why somebody with only, less than 50. I've seen it a lot. This has been going on since last year. Like Grace, how many videos do you have that have 4,000 views besides the short? I mean,
Just that
it just
one.
And my
mathematically,
piano playing, I'm pretty sure. Like I saw
mathematically, it
like
just doesn't make
3,000
sense.
plus, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's just
Well,
I
I
don't
guess
know.
my point was I really enjoy making my shorts, and it's fun to do.
That's the point. I mean, you do the videos for your own benefit. Enjoy it, have fun with it.
Yeah.
It's not like you're
Don't care about,
a
yeah, don't worry
professional.
about, not the thumbs up, not the thumbs down, not the comments. Don't worry about that because you
Yeah, I'm pretty
can't
sure
Right.
please
like they ruled out
everybody.
the thumbs down. Like I don't think that's like it looks like it's an option, but I've never had a thumbs down, which is literally impossible.
Oh, it's a placebo to make people feel better.
It
Well,
works,
actually, if you
honestly.
do hit it,
It works.
um, it is recorded, just it's not visible. It's recorded for the algorithms or whatever, but it's not visible. But
Yeah.
and you can go on your own. You can go on your own creator content or whatever your studio and see how many thumbs down it had if you want. I don't really care. I'm kind of glad because you get a couple trolls that don't like your channel. They can just thumb down everything and
I
Yeah,
think
but
I've only had one bad comment, and it was that my piano was flat, which is actually very accurate because I'm gonna have it tuned. I was like, hey man, thank you for the heads up.
yeah, and that was just constructive criticism. It's not even a troll. Just somebody who noticed it's probably being helpful. But people can get
I mean, they
mean, can
didn't
get
say it in the
troll.
nicest way, but they were still correct.
Yeah, yeah, they can get pretty mean. It can be a lot worse.
Okay, so are we in after
Shut
chat
this
or are we still
effing
live?
piano. Your effing piano sucks. Or, you know what I mean? People can get rid of it. Throw that piano in the trash, stuff like that. I've seen it all.
Hey, are we still live or are we backstage?
We're live,
Okay.
aren't we?
Oh, no, I was just going to ask you about the computer. If there's any questions you had. If not, you can just mail it back to me, and if I can't fix it, I'll return it, and we'll
So
go from
actually,
there. I'll do the next right thing.
I'll probably just end the chat and then I'll show it to you on here. What it's doing. See if you got
Yeah,
any
I don't
advice.
know. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I should
Well,
have
I
just
just
had it sent here, made
yeah,
sure it worked, got it all, up and working, fully updated, and then sent it to you.
you haven't put
I
anything
didn't
on
think
right
it
now.
through.
I
And for
just plugged it in
$100,
so far.
there's going to have to be, it's going to be 50-50, my point. So I'm not surprised
Yeah,
that you
so
might
far
be
I
having
plugged it in and
problems.
it just keeps saying restart, so I'm not sure. I don't want to do anything.
Well,
You
for
can just look
$100,
at
you
it.
can just make it a plant holder, and I'll find a better one.
No, I think I just need to. It says restart, so I restart it, and it just keeps saying restart. So I don't know. I didn't
It's
feel
not
good last
updating.
night.
Are you obviously you hooking it up to your monitor, right?
Uh huh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's aggravating. I mean, it doesn't give
Yeah, I
you any
hooked up to the
options other than
monitor.
restart. Yeah, that's not
I,
fun.
I hooked up to the monitor, plugged it in, and the on off button was already on, and it didn't do anything when I tried to turn it off or on.
Did you
And
hold it
anyway,
down? Is there like a reset or restart button? Sometimes you
yeah,
just hold the start button
yeah, I
because that looks
did.
like
That's
the
how I.
computer I had at work. Similar.
Well, it worked. I held it down, it shut off, and then it turned back on by
Hmm.
itself. So I didn't. Yeah. Anyway,
And
so I
also
can show you what it's doing.
control alt delete. You just hold those three down. That'll
Right.
usually either
Yeah.
restart it automatically or give you the option to restart it.
Yeah, that's what I usually do on my other computers.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
Well, I'm
So
sorry, Kathy. I mean,
That's
Well,
right. I'll fiddle with it. I'll fiddle with it. I just didn't. Yeah, last night I didn't feel good at all. And today I kind of laid down.
what do you think it would
My
cost you
back
to ship it
kinda-
back to me?
Um, I don't know. Let me try. Starting it up with the keyboard and.
Oh, I mean, yeah, goof around with
Uh,
it. And, if you have any
uh,
questions, just any night in an after chat, I'll help you if I can. It's just, you know everything I know. I mean, I know how to build computers, but that's hardware. That's just plugging stuff in like, a mechanic. Software is a whole different bag of
yeah.
chips.
Usually when you get a computer, you plug it in, it'll just tell you what to do. And
Right, exactly. So,
it walks you through it. But this one just keeps saying restart, restart, restart. So I could show you if I should sign off of here. Well, I could show you now, but we might as well sign off. I can't see the chat, so I don't know how. What are we doing? 2 hours and
don't
17 minutes.
think
All right.
anybody's in chat. Let me check.
Yeah, it's still going. The chat's
Oh
still
my
going. So I
God.
can sign.
I can
Yeah.
actually see Molly's comment when I'm in StreamYard. There's a glitch in the system.
Oh, you can see the chat. All
No, I
right.
can see Molly's chat, which I can't see in YouTube.
You can see the comments. Yeah, and
I can see
StreamYard.
Molly's comments, is my point. I can see all the comments.
Oh, you're blocked on YouTube?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, when you keep hearing someone's name like Molly and you don't see the comments, 2 and 2 equals to
Oh, you
worms from
couldn't
the
see
sky.
you couldn't see her comments just now on YouTube?
No, I can see him in StreamYard. That's my point. I didn't know that till I just looked at chat because I figured it was just going to be Patrick. And YouTube, yeah, for some reason, I kept hearing the word Molly tonight. I just figured everybody was just seeing things, hearing things.
No. Yeah, see on StreamYard you can see everything. Even if somebody deletes their comment, it's still on here. So StreamYard's different than YouTube. Like it don't matter. You're gonna see
So,
everything
like,
on
I could
StreamYard.
respond to this Nin person right now because I can see the actual chat. Oh, that'd be
Yeah, you
uncouth.
can see everything. Yeah. Even if somebody deletes their comments, it's still on here. If they delete or whatever, even if they get if they get blocked, like if you're watching YouTube and you like today I saw Mark block somebody and it blocked it on YouTube, but if you're on StreamYard you'd still see it. So YouTube's a lot different than StreamYard actually, even on this end of it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like StreamYard doesn't take anything off. Doesn't matter if you're blocked, not blocked, it sees everything. Oh, yep. Yeah, you can scroll through and see if you missed anything.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Patrick, I just saw Patrick's comment said no echo, and then it disappeared. So I don't know. I'll finish my game. Okay.
Did you want to sign us out or pray us
Yeah.
out, Kathy?
Yeah, I will. Yep. And then I'll just turn this on so you can see it. All right. Yeah, we spent 2 hours and 19 minutes. I didn't know we were going that long. All right. Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us once again. And we thank you for all of our blessings. Praise be to you. Amen and amen.
Amen. Thank you, Kathy,
All
for
right.
tonight's reading.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Let me try to get to the right one here. So good night to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night, family.
Say bye. I can get it. I can't. It's not working. We're trapped down here. That's why this thing's blanked out.